Hello everyone, and welcome to the Missouri School Boards Association's Board Report for the month of April. We thank you for the opportunity to share some news and information during a few minutes of your board meeting. We begin with the dismal school funding situation throughout our state. Just when you thought state revenue projections couldn't get any worse, they do. Not only have there been additional state funding reductions for the current fiscal year, more could be on the way. In addition, Governor Nixon and legislative leaders are being forced to revise downward revenue projections for the new fiscal year beginning July 1st. As a result of declining state revenue, it now appears funding for the foundation formula will be frozen at its current level for the next fiscal year. In addition, some school districts are facing a reduction in local revenue from property taxes. This situation is forcing nearly all school boards and superintendents to face some very difficult budget decisions. The president of the North Kansas City Board of Education, Spencer Fields, says communicating tough budget decisions to the public is a major responsibility of the Board of Education.
Being willing and being prepared to address some of those tough questions, because there are those favored programs, and to your point, we've put a lot of things in place. We haven't gotten rid of a whole lot. Now what makes the most sense, and frankly everybody I think is cutting to the bone now. The fat has been long gone, and we have a new normal that I think is suggesting that this sort of financial situation is one that we all better get accustomed to, and the days of 5 or 6% increases each year truly are gone. And we need to be able to manage and address all the varying needs that we have.
Fields made his comments during the Weathering the Financial Storm webcast. The program includes information on the state budget outlook, a discussion with some board members and administrators about the process of budget reductions, and some legal advice if you're facing difficult decisions related to personnel cuts. That program is now posted on the MSBA website and is available for viewing at no charge. The program is a joint project of MSBA, the Missouri Association of School Administrators, and the Missouri Association of School Business Officials. One of the cost-saving ideas on the state level being proposed by Governor Nixon is to consolidate the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education with the state's Department of Higher Education. The policy director for Governor Nixon, Jeff Harris, tells MSBA the move makes sense in several ways.
When you look at how we can get kids ready for career and for college, education, of course, is the cornerstone of that readiness. And that's education that begins in preschool and continues all the way through college for those kids who want to continue on to college or some sort of post-high school education. Given that continuum that's the economic reality of the 21st century, we think it's important for expectations to be aligned across the education continuum. You look, for example, at MSIP standards. We want to make sure those standards are in alignment with the expectations of the marketplace, with the expectations of the economy, with the expectations of what kids will need to do to succeed in college. That's just one example. So we think there are solid policy reasons for consolidating these departments and viewing and approaching education from a single perspective along one continuum from preschool through college.
The consolidation of the two state agencies overseeing education would take a constitutional change and a statewide vote. MSBA spring regional meetings begin this month and continue into May. Visit the MSBA website for registration information, including the date and location of the meeting in your area. And don't forget to mark your calendar now for the MSBA Leadership Summit coming up June 11th and 12th in Columbia. That's it for this month's edition of the MSBA Board Report. Thanks for allowing us to have some time at your board meeting, and so long from Columbia.